morning Celtic fans, today the Celtic manager gives us an injury update for first team trio. The Celtic manager Ange has provided a promising injury update for the Celtic first team, going into the run-in. With the Europa Conference League, the Scottish Cup and the Premiership, all to play for, the manager has indicated that he will have his ranks bolstered by Yosuke Ideguchi, Kyogo Furuhashi and David Turnbull are nearing returns. Celtic have been without a number of players throughout the season, due to injuries, but the team are now hitting real form, with players coming back, which is ominous for upcoming opponents. Speaking to Celtic TV, Postecoglou provided an update that said that Turnbull and Kyogo are currently working through their rehab whilst Ideguchi will be back to face Raith Rovers. Yosuke is training with the group. He won't be ready for Wednesday but should be alright for the weekend, which is promising. We're getting to that point. It's only been in the last few days. We've still got Kyogo and David Turnbull to get through their rehab. And young Johnny Kenny is getting to a space where he can train with us. And it's going to be important. We're still in 3 competitions. We want to do well in all 3 and we're going to need a strong squad to get there. The return of duo Kyogo and Turnbull will be a real boost to the team, even if their starting places are in doubt given the form of the players that replaced them in the starting 11. Georgios Giakoumakis has excelled in the centre-forward role, even if his goal return hasn't matched his performance levels. Meanwhile, new signings Rio Hatate and Matt O'Reilly have impressed since arriving in January. Ideguchi hasn't been included in the Europa Conference League squad as Celtic could only register 3 of their new signings. Rio Hatate, Daizen Maeda and Matt O'Reilly were included with Ismaila Soro, Liam Shaw and Osaze Erhogide dropping out. Meanwhile, Johnny Kenny has yet to get a chance to impress given his issues since arriving from Sligo Rovers last month. Ange makes huge confession. Compared to where they were a year ago, Celtic fans are walking around like lottery winners. 12 months ago, a clueless board led by a departing CEO had the club going nowhere, with only those inside the club believing that Neil Lennon was the man for the challenges ahead. Another defeat at Ross County finally convinced the board to make change. After a chronic 106-day search, they turned to Ange Postecoglou as the fans closed their eyes and crossed their fingers that things would get better. February 2022 and Celtic are utterly transformed. A point clear at the top of the SPFL, the combination of a convincing win in the Glasgow derby and a highly effective January transfer window has supporters believing again and counting the sleeps between match days. Whatever Ange says fans believe in, whether it is football-related or wider issues, the Australian seems to have his finger on the pulse, knowing exactly what to say and do in every situation. Angeball is a thing. Tom Rogic is back from a long hibernation and everything in the Celtic garden is looking rosy. Postecoglou can do no wrong, but intriguingly he insists that he has still to put his mark on the club as he juggles a multitude of issues with matches coming thick and fast. I have not had the chance yet to really shape it the way I want to in games and between games. We have injuries and absences and international duty and all these kinds of things. It's great we are getting to that stage. I have never seen it as competition for places. I have seen it as players pushing each other on a daily basis to be the best you can be. That's why you want to be at a big club. You don't want to be at a big club and be ambitious and then the club signs players that aren't going to challenge you. You know that isn't sustainable. Every player wants to come in here every day and prove himself and try to be better than the day before. And it's easier to do that when you have a guy alongside you who plays in the same position and works just as hard and is just as ambitious. There is nothing better than pushing it, and, providing that competition is healthy, then it is a positive thing, and that is what we are trying to create. Postecoglou will host a media conference this afternoon ahead of Celtic's match at Aberdeen tomorrow night. One last night, Celtic will close the Green Brigade section against Raith Rovers. And on that note, have a great day, Celtic fans.
Lit. Roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the